Opening statement. By refusing to participate in an election, opposing parties ultimately legitimize the ruling government to the extent that they allow them to demonstrate their power to use a right by promising you to no popularity and citizens that other parties don't even want to vote against them. Attacking your first argument. Many countries have unfair parties. If we boycott those elections, those parties that are unfair are going to become more powerful. An example of this is Guatemala, that currently the elections are unfair. Attacking your second argument. You are saying that the media is not good enough to communicate what needs to be communicated, so people are not informed about what is happening. Therefore, it would be better to boycott the elections because as people are not informed, they cannot make good decisions. So it would be better to boycott the election so that the ruling power does not win again. But it is wrong because the media does show all the necessary information. So people, uh, so people, uh, so just information. Some people do know what is happening, and this is caused by the boycotting the elections. You are depriving the vote of people who vote for the ruling power. Also, if a party has too much power for the elections to be in its favor, why it does not become a dictatorship like China? My first argument. We should not boycott the election for president because by doing this, we cause two things. First, many people are not so involved in politics. So if we boycott those elections, it will not affect them, but it will affect a minority of people who vote for the ruling power. So that they boy so if we boycott the elections, only it will affect them, and it will cause people to stop voting, causing a drop in the number of votes that are made, so that at some point no one who wants to vote will go away. If we boycott the elections, we make the opposing parties much more difficult to win, and you fight to win the ruling power. So if you boycott the elections, at some point of the moment, you will not see opposite parties. What is going to cause a democracy to become a dictatorship? My second argument. By letting the opposing parties fight for the ruling power to lose, we make the ruling power look more devilish in the eyes of people who don't know about politics. In the long run, it will reach a point where it seems to those people that there is no greater power at the boycott, and then the boycott we election let this not happen and deprive people of their votes. One thing we have to make clear is that people by law have the right to express their vote. As for the boycott of the elections, we are not just depriving people for the vote, we are restricting human rights to all people. Closing statement. You should vote for us because we are not just having a promulgation for human rights. We are democratic and fair with all that you are not all that you are doing.